to have a rule. Otherwise, it's always, it wasn't that bad.
Yes.
Right? So it took a long time for me to learn not that bad doesn't make it good. Not that bad isn't still, it's not aligned with who I am. So it shouldn't have access to me. Not that bad, blah, 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 blah. Right? In every area of my life.
Yeah.
Even struggling with people who disrespect my time. Just learn your lesson. Apparently it hasn't been 23 times yet. By the way, you need to be faced with something, bitch slapped in the face with something 23 times before your brain decides to be like, wait a minute, that's not nice. Right? Especially if you're codependent. So apparently it hasn't been 23 times. But whatever.
I come around.
But with that, I had a conversation last weekend. Where this is varying opinions and it's fine, but everybody seemed to be missing the point. And again, I'm at an event, so it's like I can't just go hood.
Yeah, it sounds like who has the tallest flag is what's happening.
Yes, and so the conversation was that, and I'm like 4th degree listening to this, right? Like it's removed from me by 4 different things. So somebody was talking about that they were dating someone who was representing somebody else. And it was a SA charge, right? That this woman was putting on this man because she was dating them, and then she woke up and he was doing things, right? While she's asleep. And then he's like, excuse me? No, right? So whatever. And then we have a female there, and she was like, I have no problems with that. I think if I'm dating somebody and that's how I wake up, that would be wonderful. Right? And then the other person who was male was like, it's an assumption that's already given or made because consent is already there. And I was like, I'm gonna stop you right there. Was it discussed ahead of time? If it's not discussed ahead of time, it's not acceptable.
Right.
And they were like, well, they were intimate before. And I was like, just because they're intimate before, you don't already have like 100% consent to do whatever, whenever, however.
Yeah.
That's not how that works.
Right.
And then this person was like, well, because we're in a relationship, then I was like, I'm going to have to stop you. Because I'm over here like, I'm going to stop you before you say something where Hood Habiba is going to come out.
Why are we even with that still? Like, just even those type of...
But that's the comment, that's the mentality that is still being perpetuated now.
Yes.
That I'm basically, marital rape doesn't exist.
Right.
Right? That I was like, nope, established safety has to be there. If there's no established safety, which is usually in a conversation, then it's not consensual.
Right.
Then that's assault. The end.
Yeah.
Legally, that's also, if verbal consent's not given, it is illegal. You don't have consent to proceed.
Right.
If somebody's asleep, Rape Academy, if anyone is not consciously present, and this is not a shared experience, I don't know how many of these episodes I have to say this out loud too. If it's not a shared experience, it is not acceptable.
Yeah.
But look at the mentality around everyone there. And then the third person there was like, all like, I feel like this femininity is just what feminism has just become toxic feminism.
Oh my God.